Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barrel Bros podcast, the only podcast that advocates for gender equality in the mainstream world.
All right.
Today...
All right. That is true, though.
It is true.
Yeah.
I've never heard of another podcast that advocates for
Now, it is funny you say
rights.
that, though, because the only ginger member of the podcast is... They're not here today, so...
So instead, all the way from Utah, we bring you Jesus Christ.
Hello, everyone. I am Jeff, otherwise known as the Traitorous Bastard. I'm here.
Welcome.
Alright, so Jeff, how does it feel to be back in a land that has water in the air?
It's hot. It is
Really-
damn hot out
yeah,
here.
it really is.
It is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've been living in a desert for the last year, you know, that good dry heat. This is unbearable. This is some shit, man.
I mean, you are wearing blue jeans.
Yeah, that is true.
It is June.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens, though. It happens to the best of us.
Yep.
Alright, so how have you been enjoying your liberal arts college career?
It's been pretty good. I got a job in an art studio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
I organize stuff for the artists that use it. I don't actually do the art stuff. That's a
Right.
bit above me.
Right. So you set it up for them to use.
Yeah, like I clean
So
their
you're basically
brushes
his
if they
bitch.
don't. What?
You're basically his bitch.
Yes. I'm the bitch to all of the artists there.
That's okay, I'm a bitch too.
Good to know.
Luke's also a bitch. The only person who's not a bitch here right now is Louie.
Agreed.
So Louie's
Yeah,
his own man.
I'm just a bum. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm my own man, a.k.a. a bum.
But at least you're not a bitch.
But you know what? It is what it is.
Yep.
Now, what kind of art do these guys do?
Man, they do all kinds of things. Like, you know, they're all art students, so you know they're doing.
So it's like modern art.
No. It's not that stupid modern art. Most of the professors there hate modern art. They're
Good.
so anti-modern art. It's beautiful.
They're just all about romanticism and
Yeah.
realism.
Yeah, you know, like old masters kind of techniques.
Nice. So real art.
Yeah, real art. Real art is done at our art studios.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like you look at the progression of art in the Western world, and it just like goes up
Steep.
and up and up and up, and then all of a sudden, for no fucking reason, in the early 1900s, it's like children are doing it.
Yeah. Just plummets in quality. And you know, the real artists out there, they're not afraid to say it. That art nowadays is really turned to shit.
I mean, when you can paint two large canvases just with blue paint that you bought from fucking Sears and sell that for $53 million, I'm pretty sure art is no longer a thing.
Nah.
I mean, when you yourself could buy that from Sears for $11.87, I mean...
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. Could you lay that paint so perfectly on the paper,
Yes.
so evenly distributed?
Yes.
I mean, I guess that's what 8 years of art school does for you.
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, fuck, I took one semester in a painting class and I could do that.
Yeah.
What about the other 7.5 years?
Just stick around. Do that same thing over and over again.
Go to college on your parents' money.
Yep.
So in this art studio, is it just painting? Or what's the range of art that they're doing?
So the two rooms we have right now, one is devoted to painting and one is devoted to drawing. So they do a lot of charcoal and graphite works in the drawing room.
Yeah.
But something cool that they're setting up over the summer is a digital art lab.
Ooh.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
I like that.
So
That's
they brought up a bunch of 3D printers. They're setting it up. Yeah.
That kind of digital art.
Yeah, we got 3D printing, digital stuff.
That's gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Now, I was really hoping there was just going to be like this old school, like, sculpting kind of deal.
There is. We do have a clay studio, but it's a separate building on the other side of campus.
God, does anybody do marble? 'Cause that would be amazing.
No.
Yeah, you don't have any like SpongeBob style marble columns, the hammer and chisel.
No. I'm pretty sure if we looked hard enough, we could find just a column of pure salt somewhere, just out on the salt plains.
I mean, salt would be good.
Yeah. Like no one's gone out to try it yet, so.
I mean, you could just do it here in Georgia, which last time I looked was the largest marble producing region ever.
Yeah. Well, just let me
Maybe
get
not ever, but currently.
let me get a slab of that and drag it back to Utah.
I mean, you have a car now.
Oh yeah, but my car barely made it here. It's not going back with a rock strapped to the top of it.
I didn't say to the top of it. You just straight up
side,
drag it down the
man.
highway.
To the side.
No, you get one on one side and one on the other, and it just
It
counterweight.
balances.
Counterweight, yeah.
Yeah.
See, if you get that even weight distribution, it's like it's not even there.
Oh, totally. I bet.
No, dude, what you could do is you just put it inside the car, and then you sit on top, and it drives you back to Utah.
Oh my god, that's genius. That's great.
I mean, just go ahead and carve it into a man, and then use black magic to give it life, and then make him your chauffeur.
Right. Well, I haven't taken my liberal arts college black magic class yet, so I'm not.
I mean, dude, that's an
I'm not ready.
elective.
I know, but it doesn't go to my major, so I don't even think I'm going to be taking that.
Paganism is an elective at any liberal arts college. Don't you know
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, there are also several clubs for it, but that's just
Jesus
that's not
Christ.
that's not the route I'm going in life.
That would not fly here.
I know, right?
God. I remember my sister decided she was going to be a pagan for a while, and everyone made fun of her worse than they already did.
Wow.
Okay.
So, for those interested, for all your fans out there that are interested,
My fans, like all three of them.
yeah. They may want to know what your major actually is.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. So I just finished up my sophomore year. I'm an English major with an environmental studies minor.
Now, what do you mean by environmental studies? Do you mean like the art environment, or do you mean like let's go look at that rock out there?
Like earth sciences.
Geology,
Yeah, geology,
ecology.
environmental stuff.
So like
It's
all
very-
the little fusion science majors.
Yeah, pretty much. And this August, when I go back to Salt Lake, I'm leaving on an expedition trip with a couple professors and a few other students, and we are doing just a big figure 8 around the Midwest and West Coast.
It's too bad you're not going to hit the marble mines here. That would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, gonna be hitting Yosemite, Yellowstone, the California coast, Death Valley.
Those giant mountains of
Shit.
shale oil.
Yep.
Because those would be nice to see. Yellowstone was nice, though.
Yeah.
Had some interesting rock formations
Mhm.
that we weren't allowed to look at according to our teacher chaperones in high school.
Not allowed to look at, not allowed to touch.
Not allowed to comment on.
Yeah.
Not
And
allowed to
it
do anything.
disturbs the nature,
I think it just disturbed Coach Brandon.
I guess. So that sounds pretty cool.
I like to think so. I try.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. You should probably just swap majors. Because then you can do that all the time.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so what's the plan? So, how did you go from English major to
Minor in
a minor in
environmental.
environmental sciences?
So, originally, I was going to minor in geology, but it turns out geology is really fucking hard to do on top of an English major.
Alright.
And
You have to spend hours reading American poetry, which kind of ruined poetry. And then God, I hated that so much. My honors Brit-Lit professor was always like, free verse was the best thing to ever happen to poetry. And I'm
no, it's
thinking,
fucking not.
I'm reading just a novel at this point.
Yeah, fucking hate.
There's
free verse
nothing
poetry.
telling me here that this is poetry other than the lack of punctuation and the capitalized first letter of every sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to do good free verse, but that's all that's written anymore, and I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, free
Wow.
verse ever since. Who was it? Was it Emerson that did free verse? Or was it Whitman?
I can't remember.
Okay, they were basically
I'm
the
a
same
really
person.
bad English major. Okay, I don't know anything about my field.
I think it was
Wow.
Whitman, because Whitman wrote Leaves of Grass. So, yeah, I'm going to blame him for ruining poetry.
Yeah, it sounds like a.
Sounds
I
like a
can get
reasonable.
behind that. Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're trying to read Walt Whitman's boring-ass works, and then at the same time you're trying to study rock crystal formations inside of aggregate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I basically lived in the rock science lab.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
It was bad.
And so that's where you change to just environmental sciences in general.
Well, actually, I dropped the minor entirely. I was just going to be pure English because at the time I was actually fairly behind in my major.
Mm.
And then I heard about this expedition trip, and a friend was telling me about it. It's like, oh yeah, after you take this trip, you need to take 2 more classes, and you have your environmental science minor. And I'm like,
okay.
oh shit, I can get on board with that. I'm down, let's do it.
Oh, man.
All right, so is the plan to, like, you know, once you're done with your English major and you've got your environmental science minor, is the plan to, like, write poetry about rocks?
I'm thinking you should write an investigative murder journal about rocks.
Like the murdering of rocks or rocks used in murder?
Well,
That
rocks... No,
The
rocks
second-
committing murder.
Right.
Or, even better, geologists killing each other.
Yeah.
With rocks.
With rocks, that's the important part. That is
Yeah.
like the top tier, most important aspect of this novel.
Specifically fossils. They're beating each other to death with fossils that they dug up in Death Valley.
God
dude,
damn it,
you
I
could-
need to be writing this down.
You could write
oh my
something.
god.
You could write something like the Bone Wars.
What?
Whoever the fuck wrote that?
I see you looking at your
Yeah.
bookshelf. What's
Yeah.
going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the plan is to just kind of say I have this minor. Because, you know,
Make you look better.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm going to have a humanities major and a science minor. It's going to make me look like a very well-rounded individual.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to make you much more hireable
exactly.
than just
Yeah.
humanities major.
Yep.
But then when they squint, they'll be like, so
Environmental
this guy
sciences.
can write about rocks.
Oh,
No, that's
man.
pretty cool.
And rocks are cool.
Yeah,
I would have done it.
rocks are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I had the opportunity to do a history minor. I just didn't do it. So, I was told about it just like 1 semester too late.
Mm.
And I would have had to go another semester here. And I just decided, you know what? No, I'm just gonna keep on trucking.
Not about that?
I don't even have a minor.
I mean, you're here for 5
it's
years.
too late. I don't even know if I want to do one or what. I haven't even looked into it.
I mean, isn't your IT degree like 5 years for a bachelor?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5.
Dude, you have plenty of time for a minor.
Yeah.
So you just do one, man.
Yeah.
Just pick something. I mean, you're still going to college for free.
I would like to do history, honestly.
Dude, if you do that, hit Dr. Reeves. That is Dr. Reeves at Middle Georgia State University. He is a great history teacher.
Rate him 10 out of 10 on Yelp.
Yeah. Totally. I gave him 5 stars on Yelp. I think that's how Yelp does it.
I have no idea.
I don't even know. I just know that it's a thing where people think they're food critics.
Yeah.
That is pretty annoying. People walking around thinking that they are something because of new technology.
Yep.
Like, the biggest one that comes to mind immediately is people who thought they were automatically, like, great cinematographers because they bought a drone with a camera on it.
Mm.
And so you can go on YouTube and you can look up just any kind of thing involving drones, and they're either getting shot or they're flying over New York City with some underground electronic music playing while, like, the sun is rising.
It's like the title of the video is like, amazing, super, cinematography, blah, 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 whatever. And then it's like a drone flight over New York, you know, you're gonna get these amazing shots. And
It's just raining.
And the title's like fucking clickbait. And you're like, wow, this is probably gonna look pretty cool. And it's just some like shaky ass, the camera shaking.
It's in 360p.
You can't hear anything because the sound of the drone is blasting in your ears. The quality is like 360p, and who the fuck does this guy think he is?
He thinks he's great. He thinks he's like fucking Kevin Spacey or something.
The camera's just looking around. It's not actually looking at anything cool or interesting. It's just going around in a circle.
Yeah, I mean, it's only got a limited range. You can only get that guy 500 meters. Come on, man. See, what you really want to do is you want to take a drone and you want to go up in a helicopter and then throw the drone out. And that's how you get the quality picture. And then you just follow the drone around in the helicopter.
Mm.
And then, of course, you take pictures of the drone as it's flying around taking pictures.
Right.
And then that's the picture you use for the thumbnail. Which you shoot on your Nikon 97,000K. Which cost $1,100. $600 more than the drone.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta go all out for something like that.
Of course.
If you've
All
got
out.
a drone and a helicopter, you might as well get an expensive camera to go with it.
I mean, honestly, if I had a helicopter, I'd just be, all I'd do with it is I'd just find a large field and, throw, like, bottles of Kool-Aid everywhere throughout the field. Just, like, set them up. And then I'd fly over it with the helicopter, like 3 inches from the ground, at 200 miles an hour, and just try to hit every single one of them.
Okay.
That's what I'd do with a helicopter. I mean, some of you at home may be asking, Tyler, why would you do that? That's dangerous. And then it's like, I have a helicopter, man. If I can afford a helicopter, I can afford insurance.
Exactly.
Shit, I don't even need insurance. I can just afford the medical bill. And now before you hit me up and it's like, but Tyler, here in France, medical procedures are like $40.
We have so many French fans.
Oh, we don't. We have several Danish ones. I don't know what healthcare is like in Denmark, but based on their housing market, I assume it was heavily socialized.
Probably. Actually, not probably. It is.
I mean, definitely, yeah. If Bernie Sanders wants America to be like it, it definitely, yeah. Yeah. So, we were talking earlier, since Jeff is living in Utah and he has immense contact with the Mormon community.
Yeah.
We were hinting at something called, we've mentioned previously, Mormon Girls with a Z. It's with a Z if you're in the rest of the Anglosphere.
MormonGirlsWithAZ.com.
And it's all about the ancient Mormon tradition of, I don't know, spiritual fucking. I guess that's what it is.
This is all news to me, by the way. They've been keeping me in the dark about this.
Well, of course they have.
As you know,
No, I
Mormon.
mean you guys.
Oh.
You guys apparently...
I thought you meant the Mormon church.
Oh, yeah, the Mormon church.
Well, of
doesn't
course
tell
they
me
keep
shit.
this in the dark. They don't want the general public to know about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the art of spiritual
Fucking.
fucking because of the patriarchy is superior or something like that.
Yeah, it's like this head sex priest or some shit like that gets to
The
fuck
seed bearer.
the seed bearer. Yeah, that's what they call him. He gets to have sex with any woman he wants, and he
Even
gets
if they're married.
and he gets to admit them into his spiritual harem.
Yeah.
And then
And in return, they become, the women become, they have a chance to become like priestesses or like
something like that, yeah.
like queens or something of like.
I don't know. The Mormons
religion.
never had queens. Come on.
I don't fucking know.
But, like, I guarantee there is a Mormon cult in South Utah following this
Oh, there's no doubt.
to the letter.
There's no doubt.
No, this isn't a cult. This is all.
Wherever old Mormon communities are, there's people doing this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a thing. It's. I
Honestly-
did some research in this kind of thing with the weird sex stuff
Alright.
and polygamy. That goes all the way back to just after the Mormon Church was founded, like after John Smith, our Lord and Savior, died.
Peace be unto him.
Yeah, peace be unto him. Just after he died, the next guy, I think is like Brigham Young, led everyone out to Utah, and then they started doing weird sex stuff. Yeah. It was weird. It was weird back then. Keep in mind,
Yeah.
that was in that at the time it was Mexico. Which makes it even weirder.
So yeah. So what the site is
It's a porn site.
it's a porn site showcasing this
Spiritual polygamy.
spiritual polygamy. Yeah. Showcasing ritual.
Although the very first thing, if you Google this website, it tells you, do not enter if you're homophobic.
Which is
Yeah.
a good way to keep the Mormons off the site, really.
I guess.
God, speaking of Mormons, Mormonism is probably the most American religion there is. Because 87% of adherents believe that the Constitution was divinely inspired. Which puts it on par with the Bible.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mormons, for admitting the Bible into your official religious canon. That only happened in 2015. Admitting the Bible into your official religious canon.
Alright.
Now, did that really happen? I don't know. But soon,
Oh.
they'll admit the Constitution.
Wait, it doesn't matter, dude. All that matters is Mormon Girls with
With
a
Z.
Z.com is canon.
Yeah.
There were verses on the website
From the Book of Mormon.
From the Book of Mormonism.
Well, that does it. It's
Supporting
it's
what
got to
they're
be
saying.
canon now.
It's canon.
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's
It's
legit. Yeah.
It's canon.
That is
Actually, they weren't even verses supporting what they were saying. It was just word for word from the Book of Mormonism.
it's a divine website. That's all there is to
It
it.
is officially a divinely inspired
Now-
website.
The problem I have with it is from what I saw, from the few glimpses I had of the actual like pornographic images, it looked. I don't know if I want to say this, but it looked fake.
Oh.
Yeah,
Here, just like turn around real quick, pull
Like,
it up.
it looked too professional
Here, just flip around,
and like artificially set up.
pull
Yeah.
up the website. We'll judge this. We'll just go through on the homepage and we'll look at the thumbnails.
Do you want me to screen capture this so we can?
Yeah, we'll do some studio magic and edit out.
All right. Well, first let me go into incognito mode.
Yeah, because you live with
'Cause
your
I
parents.
don't want this in my damn. I don't want this in my search history.
Was he incognito when you looked it up a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Fun fact: if you get on incognito, the FBI can't trace your IP.
I don't think that's true.
It is. It's 100% true. I do like how your antivirus says that it's a safe site.
Well, here's a fun. Porn sites they want to stay virus free because they need people coming back. Because that's how they get money. They need customers, you know. So, like, if every porn site you went to was filled with viruses, no one would go there, and they'd lose business. So, it is safe
That makes a lot of
as
sense.
far as viruses
Yeah.
are concerned.
It's just the ads you gotta watch out for.
So yeah, Mormon girls. This site contains images of naked women
Oh.
Gasp!
performing or engaging in sex acts.
Oh God.
Access is limited to adults only. All caps. Please leave now if you are homophobic.
All right, we gotta go through. We gotta go through it right now. Jeff, show me your ID.
Okay,
Gotta make sure you're an adult.
I got this. I got this.
Louis, show me your ID.
All right, show us yours, Tyler.
It's your ID.
Yeah.
Date of birth.
2/21/97.
1997. You're in the
All
clear.
right, you're in
Yep.
the clear.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm not a minor anymore.
Here's Louis. All right. Let's see. Date of birth. 4/27/1997. There you go.
In the clear.
All right. Well, that's just step one. There's 2 steps to this.
Yeah.
And then my date of birth.
Let me.
08/04/97.
All right.
That's
we're,
correct.
We're all in the clear.
All right. That's stage 1. Stage 2. Louis, have you ever felt revulsion at the act of sex between 2 people of the same gender?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you here. Yes.
All right. So you can't go in.
Shit.
Jeff, have you ever felt the same feeling?
Is it fair to ask if you've ever felt the feeling, or if you always feel
Look, man.
that feeling?
Do you feel a sense of joy when you see a man's genitalia go into a man's a-hole?
Nah, it's not for me.
Homophobe.
Okay,
Fucking homophobe.
Whoops, my bad.
All right.
What about you, Tyler? Do you feel the revulsion whenever you see 2
it depends. Are traps gay?
people?
You know,
For the purpose
that
of this
is-
argument, yes. We'll get into that debate another time.
You know,
but
I've been playing a game recently called Black Desert Online. The game is irrelevant, but in the world chat, in the roleplay chat technically, but I think it's server wide. In the roleplay
Jesus.
chat, there are people in there often arguing. This is like a recurring argument every day. Are traps gay?
Well,
So it's interesting that you bring up this question.
now let's
Because
break
this is
this
something
down.
everyone is wondering.
Let's break this down step by step. Traps typically accept that they are male
okay, I'm following.
and that they want to look like a girl.
Okay,
So here's where you have your first bit of penis confusion.
Okay.
It's a boy that looks like a girl.
Right.
You can't tell that it's a boy. That's why it's called a trap.
Mm.
Therefore, is it gay to be aroused by a trap that you don't know is a man? I would say no on
I would
that.
say no.
I would say that.
I would say
I would
no
say
on
no.
that. I would
Yeah.
say no on that. I'd say no on that. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not gay.
That's
No,
not gay at all,
gay.
no.
No.
But you don't know.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
It's Schrodinger's dick.
Right.
It's not gay until you see the dick.
Exactly. But the question is it then gay after that? Because it still looks like a girl, but with a dick. Which
Well, okay,
also...
Wait, what do you mean? Is it gay after what?
After you see the dick. Like, after that
Because-
point, it's a dick on a chick.
But see,
is
this
that
brings
gay?
in a whole other thing about, like, Futanari, which is an actual anatomical
That's also
female.
That's also a recurring.
That is an actual anatomical female with a dick.
Yeah, this is
So-
also something people question.
A Futanari has a vagina,
Right.
which I would say Futanari, on the spectrum of gay to not gay, leans far more heavily to the not gay.
I think with Futanari, if you are only giving, and when I say giving, I don't mean giving head. You know, if you are the guy, and you're only giving to the Futanari, that may as well be straight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
She does have
A
a
penis.
penis.
But she also has
But-
a
But it's not
vagina.
being used.
But it's not being used. You're using her vagina. She has breasts. You can ignore the penis. I mean, you don't have to look at it. It may as well not be there. So,
You have sex in the dark for a reason.
exactly.
They all look the same when the lights are
So
off.
that may as well be straight. In that instance.
Exactly. But that, as a matter of fact, leads right back in to this other point I'm going to make that is a tangent.
Okay.
You can actually make sex straighter if you involve Futanari. Because here's what's going on. If you're a heterosexual man watching pornography, just straight up vanilla pornography, man having sex with a woman,
Okay.
that means it's 50% straight because of the woman, and 50% gay because you're watching a dude being naked.
Right. But are you
But-
going to go into Futanari on female?
Yes. That makes it 75% straight for you.
Right.
However, one could argue that you make it 100% straight by having two girls, but then that's lesbian and that's gay, and it's 100% in the gay.
So Futanari...
Can actually be
So
straighter.
Futanari X female is...
Straighter than regular
Straighter.
pornography.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
You heard it here, folks.
If you take the time to break something down and really analyze it, you learn something new every day.
I wish I was taking notes through all that. I feel...
Well, here,
God.
it's recorded.
Oh, right.
It's
right.
like a
This is
lecture, you
recorded
just come
for
back to it.
everyone on the internet to hear.
Yeah.
But see, here comes that argument again. If you're only giving to the trap, can you just ignore the penis and fuck his tight little boy pussy?
Well, it's not a vagina, is it? It's at the end of the day, you're still sticking your penis in a man's asshole.
Yeah.
Now, so, if you want to go on the spectrum between that sort of slider kind of
At
deal,
that point, you do know that the trap is now a man or a boy.
unless
Whatever
you're only
floats
fucking in the
your boat
dark,
down the river. Unless you're doing it in the dark.
in which case you're still straight. Congratulations.
Hmm.
Because if you think you're just doing anal with a chick in the dark, I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
obviously, in the real world, your balls would be hitting each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
But
exactly what
let's
I
say
was thinking.
hypothetically, you somehow
Hypothetically,
you did the do, and at no point in
hypothetically,
time,
you have a really long dick, and you can just...
Well, that's
Well, that-
very large hypothetical.
yeah. But let's say hypothetically, you did the do with this trap,
All right.
and at no point, you know, it was dark and everything, and at no point you realized that it was a trap. So you thought you were just doing with a normal woman. That is straight.
100%
That's straight.
straight. But now, on the slider spectrum of sexuality, where it counts like in the fucking Fallout karma tree.
But is that only straight from the man doing the trap? Is that only straight from his point of view?
I mean, it's definitely gay for the trap point of view.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the gay from the.
for sure.
Well, what I mean, like, what about from a viewer's perspective?
Well, it's dark.
Oh yeah, it's dark. We can see anything. Shit, we don't know any better.
Yeah.
We can assume it's anything.
We're just hearing sex noises.
Right.
We don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Exactly. So, on the Fallout karma style slider of sexuality that is demarcated into gay, bisexual, and straight,
All right.
where would having sex with a trap fall?
No, knowing it's a trap, though.
Knowing it's a trap.
knowing it's a
Knowing
trap.
it's a trap.
That would definitely
I
fall in
think-
sort of the bisexual
I think that's
category.
closer to bisexual. It's like sort of.
It definitely looks like a girl.
It's slightly gay, leaning bisexual, because you are attracted to the female appearance.
Which definitely pushes it further to the bi, and especially
But
if you're
then-
just doing the ignore the dick thing.
But then you learned it was a trap, and let's say you don't care. At that point,
It's kind of gay.
it's kind of gay.
It's kind
I
of
would
Kinda
call it
gay.
75% gay.
75%
75% gay to like 25% bisexual.
I mean, like, it's like Fuda on male.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That is 75% gay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we've answered the
I'm
question.
glad
for
we
you.
got that sorted out.
What about Fudo on trap?
Well, you see, that's actually straight. Because that comes back to 50-50.
Yeah.
Comes back to straight pornography.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Wow.
We just broke the internet. What about though trap on Fuda? That's 75% straight.
Yeah.
So it's a man penetrating a woman, but
damn
both
it.
look like women.
Well,
Wow. We just mathematically proved that
That traps and Fudas should
Wow.
be together.
right.
yeah.
Right.
Go us. Solving the
So now
world's
that we've
problems
done
one
that-
at a time.
Now that we've done that, we can now enter.
Mormon girls.
Yeah.
That was sort of the barrier we had to cross.
We had to see if we were homophobic, and since we had that long, detailed discussion of having sex with dudes, we're not.
We're clearly not. So
Yeah.
here we go.
All right.